Deep in the heart of a dense forest, far from any village, there was a small, abandoned hut. Locals whispered about it in fear, claiming that a witch lived there, a creature that roamed the woods at night, stealing the souls of anyone foolish enough to enter. A young man named Arman, daring and curious, laughed at these stories. One evening, he decided to venture into the forest to see the hut for himself. He carried a lantern and a small bag of supplies, ignoring the warnings of his friends. As he walked deeper into the forest, the air grew colder, and the trees seemed to twist and move under the silver moonlight. Every crack of a branch sounded like a whisper. Shadows shifted unnaturally, and the wind carried strange, faint chants.
Finally, he saw the hut small, crooked, and covered in moss. Its windows were dark, and the door looked rotten, but Arman pushed it open. Inside, the smell of decay and damp wood assaulted his senses. Strange symbols were carved into the walls, and a small, black cat watched him from a corner, its eyes glowing unnaturally. Arman felt uneasy, but curiosity drove him further. As he stepped inside, the door slammed shut behind him. The lantern flickered and went out for a moment, plunging the room into darkness. Then he heard a soft, raspy voice whispering his name. "Arman, why have you come here?" He swung the lantern back on. Nothing, but the shadows in the corners seemed to grow, stretching toward him like living hands. His heart pounded as a cold chill ran down his spine. He realized the stories were not just tales. The witch was real, and she knew he was here. The shadows grew thicker, swirling around Arman as if the hut itself were alive. The black cat leapt onto the table, its eyes now glowing like molten fire. A sudden chill filled the air, and the raspy voice echoed again. "You should not have come. Your soul is mine." Arman stumbled backward, his lantern swinging wildly. The walls seemed to breathe, and the strange symbols glowed with an eerie green light. Every step he took felt heavier, as if invisible hands were trying to pull him down. Suddenly, a tall, cloaked figure appeared in the corner. Her face was hidden under a tattered hood, but long, bony fingers reached toward him. Her eyes glowed a deep red, and her voice, layered with hundreds of whispers, cut through the silence. "Leave or stay forever in my forest of shadows." Terrified, Arman tried to run toward the door, but the hut had changed. The walls stretched, the ceiling lowered, and the floor twisted under his feet. He tripped, falling into the darkness. The witch's laughter echoed, chilling his blood. He grabbed his lantern and prayed aloud, hoping to ward her off. For a brief moment, the shadows hesitated, and a faint glimmer of the outside moonlight shone through a broken window. But the witch was relentless. Her shadow loomed over him, and he could feel her cold breath against his neck. In desperation, Arman made a sudden dash toward the window. He jumped, crashing through the glass into the forest outside. He ran without stopping, branches cutting his face, mud soaking his clothes, until he reached the village. He turned to look back. The forest was quiet, as if nothing had happened. But the villagers warned him, their faces pale. "The witch sees all who enter her woods. Tonight, she let you go, but she never forgets." That night, as Arman slept, he could hear faint whispers outside his window, carried by the wind. "Next time, you will not escape." He never went near the forest again. But sometimes in the dead of night, the shadows in his room seemed to stretch just a little longer, and he could swear he saw glowing red eyes watching him from the darkness, waiting.